We have to be trespassed by the management.
They don't need to talk to you.
They do. With a reasonable request to leave the property. It is true. I've been to court for this. I beat them in trial.
What crime did I commit? If I'm trespassed, you have to give me a warning to leave.
I understand. The management needs to come out and tell me. I need a written warning that I am trespassed. I need the written warning that I am trespassed. I need the written warning that I am trespassed. This is a safe place. This is a public.
You come back here after tonight, you go to jail, Derek.
Give me my ID.
It's a violation of my Fourth Amendment right.
You guys, George is being arrested. Yeah, he's upset because we flipped him off, so he parked right here.
I didn't even do nothing wrong. You're a supervisor. You're a supervisor.
Call Lieutenant Giltonen out. Call Lieutenant Giltonen out. Call Lieutenant Giltonen out right now. Call Lieutenant Giltonen out right now. Call Lieutenant Giltonen out right now before you guys mess up.
Okay. Do you understand your warning?
I do.
All right. Here's your ID. You need to go.
I am waiting for Officer Giltonen.
He's not coming.
I am requesting Officer Giltonen. He said whenever I need him, I can request him and he will come out.
Go stand on the sidewalk and I'll
I need Officer Giltonen here. I need to hear you call him.
I will call him, but you need to go to the sidewalk.
There's no amount of pace that I have to exit the property. I am exiting.
I'll walk with you.
Can I have his keys?
Nope, you can't have anything unless we ask you.
Hey George, can I have your property?
We'll ask him.
Your property.
419.
You guys are fucking up. We're literally out here looking for you guys.
That's perfect.
So King George Wallen is arrested for failure to ID. We're at QT. George used the business. Call Lieutenant Giltonen now. We have Officer Solomon out here. Solomon. It's like spelling. Yeah, they're saying that we are trespassed from the property. Thank you everyone for being in here. Supervisor, call Lieutenant Giltonen. No one told us to leave. They are saying that the property called the police. Ask him if I can retrieve his property. R. Solomon, S-A-L-A-M-E-H. This is Tempe Police Department. I am on Priest and I believe Malibu. Priest and Malibu, the QT. You're not allowed to search the vehicle. Do not open the vehicle. Plain view searches only. Yeah, between Southern and Bayside, we're right next to the 60. Tell Lieutenant Gilton I'm right here. Yeah, the QT. No, Lieutenant Gilton is over there right now. Yeah, someone called QT and asked them if they had 2 people trespass right now. I don't know the address. It's QT off of Priest and the 60. I have a lieutenant here and there's a supervisor here currently. Man, you know I have to have a reasonable request by the management of the store to leave. No one came out here and told me to leave. I have been in trial for this in Mesa before. No one told me to leave. This is an open business. The management has to come out and tell me to leave. No one came out and told us to leave. You guys do not have the authority to trespass us. Like I said, under the ARS, it says a reasonable request from property management, or an officer to leave.
Okay.
They did not ask me to leave. They automatically asked for my ID.
Mm-hmm.
That's not asking me to leave. That's
but do you understand why they would do that?
They have no proof that I was going to utilize the business, in process of utilizing the business, or had already utilized the business. This is how I beat them in court in Mesa.
Okay.
Your officers are messing up, arresting him.
Not this time, bud.
They are.
Not this time. All right, I'm being very honest with you. So here's what I was told happened. All right, and correct me if I'm wrong.
I flipped the officer off. He turned back around and sat right there to run the plates.
Yeah.
I know exactly. I know the game.
So why would you
Tempe.
flip the officer off?
Because I can. You know we can flip the officers off. It's free speech. It's protected. May I get his property?
No.
Why?
It's going with him to the jail, bud.
Why can't I get his property?
Because you are not him. It is his property. It goes with him to the jail.
All right.
All right. So do you want to understand why you were trespass warned off the property?
Why was I trespassed?
Okay, because the business said that they don't want you here right now. That's why the officers came out and asked you to, and your friend, to identify themselves. because in the middle of a trespass warning, you do have to identify yourself.
There was still no reasonable request to leave. Right now,
but Darian,
I have no trespass warning. There is no paper that I could take home right now that says I'm trespassed here. They don't have my name. It's not logged in the QT. The books, they're trespass logged. They don't have a picture of me. If I was to come tomorrow, they can't pinpoint me and say that, oh yeah, this is Darian Berry. He got trespassed here 24 hours ago.
Darian, you know I like you, right?
I know you do.
Okay, you are fundamentally misunderstanding that trespass portion. All right, and I'm telling you this because I like you. All right, you are fundamentally misunderstanding what is going on here. You told me that under ARS, it could be the management or the officer that gives
it was not a reasonable request.
Just listen for a second, all right? I'll discuss it with you afterwards. A manager or an officer can issue the reasonable request, right? So my officer went in and asked the management if you would like to be, if they would like to.
So he solicited a trespass.
No,
that's illegal.
That is not.
He went in. None of these officers went in to talk to management while I was standing by the vehicle.
That's not true.
It is very true.
You can check the body worn camera.
It is very true. I keep my head on a swivel while I'm out here, Giltiman. I keep my head on a swivel. I'm watching the door because officers
So
like
you're
this
saying
guy.
that my officers lied to me.
Supervisor 782 did not go in.
I didn't say Supervisor 782 went in.
He did not. I watched him pull in and pull up beside him. He did not go in.
Okay, so you're telling me that my officers are lying to me.
You want to review the body camera footage right now?
Not right now, but I will.
As of right now, they're lying.
So you think my officers are lying to me?
A lot of these officers have a history of lying.
Okay, do you know those two officers?
Solomon, yes. Solomon is a liar, yes. I'm not familiar with the supervisor. Solomon, very familiar.
Okay, so, but again, you're saying that my officers are lying to me.
Yeah. There was not a reasonable request to leave. A reasonable request to leave
What is your definition of a reasonable request to leave?
Hey, can you leave the property? They don't want you here. Not getting out and automatically, instantly asking for ID. A reasonable request to leave is, hey, they don't want you here. Can you leave? If you don't leave, we're going to have to ID you and cite you or even arrest you because it is an arrestable offense. Criminal trespassing 3rd degree. It's an arrestable offense.
It is 100%. I am right there with you.
You know, no one told us to leave. No reasonable request was told to leave. This is a safe place. What if I felt safe standing next to that officer?
Well, you no longer feel safe standing next to that officer on this property. This is true, right?
I guess so.
So how can I help you tonight, man?
I guess there's not much you could help me with.
I'm here. You asked me here, so how can I help?
I tried to get the help. You obviously can't do nothing. He was, I believe, unlawfully arrested. We had no reasonable request to leave.
So
they hopped out of the vehicle.
What is the recourse then? If you think the arrest is unlawful for your friend, what is the recourse for that friend?
Recourse?
Mm-hmm.
As in, like, I'm not too familiar with when people use that word. You're going to have to layman terms it.
All right, layman terms. What is the next step for your friend if he believes that he was unreasonably or unlawfully arrested?
They could tell us, you know, instead of automatically hopping out and being ID hungry and asking for ID.
So do you think that
hold on. Be civilized and tell us that reasonably, like in the ARS that it states, property management or a reasonable request by an officer, we have to leave. We did not get that reasonable request.
So you feel, if I'm hearing you right, you feel that it was unreasonable for officers to ask your ID.
It was unreasonable because they have no, what's the word? They can't pinpoint if we have already done business here, if we were in the process of doing business here or getting ready to do business here. It is an open business that is open to the public right now, private property that is open to the public. It is a safe place. We are allowed to be here until someone calls the police and says that we are committing a crime. No crime was committed here.
Wait, no, stop. That's not true. That's
You guys
not
are
true.
you guys
Wait,
are
you
trying
gotta admit, that
to
was
you
not
guys are
true.
trying to say that it's trespassing. Like I said, once again, there was no reasonable request to leave by either the officer or the management. You are saying that the officer, before he pulled up, pulled up, that this officer in the unmarked unit walked inside and asked if they want us here. That is a solicitation of trespass. Am I correct or am I wrong?
You may be right.
If I were you, Giltonin, I would look it up later because solicitation of trespassing is illegal.
If no one is doing anything wrong.
We weren't doing anything
But
wrong.
let me ask you a question. What's the definition of loitering?
Loitering?
Darren, you might want to look that one up.
I know what loitering is.
Okay, tell me what it is.
It's being around with no reasonable, without a reasonable cause.
Okay.
Like I once again said, they have no proof that I was getting ready to conduct business, that I had already conducted business, or that I was in the process of conducting business.
But they do, because you spent about 10 minutes in their parking lot not conducting business. Yes?
Do you know if I conducted business?
Darren,
Do you know
did
if
you-
I was in the process of conducting business? Do you know if I was getting ready to conduct
Are you
business?
going to answer my question first?
The thing is,
What's the thing?
the answer is, I have money in my pocket. I was about to go buy cheese. I like the fucking Cracker Barrel cheese, the extra sharp cheddar in there.
You're going to have to go up to Circle K now, man.
I'm gonna actually call QT when I'm done with this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask to speak to management, and I'm gonna ask if an officer came in to trespass us.
Please do.
And they're gonna say that an officer walked in to ask if they want us on property, right?
I don't know what they're going to say to you, because I don't know who you're going to
You
speak
just
to.
got done
No, I don't know who you're
telling me
gonna
that
speak
this
to, Darian.
officer walked in, and
Said there are people loitering. Do you want them on the property?
so it's loitering and not trespassing right now. Because now it went from trespassing to loitering.
No. Once you refuse
He
to
was
leave,
arrested for failure to ID because
Yes.
of trespassing.
loitering, trespassing.
Now, no, it's not the same thing though.
Right. Did he
Right.
fail to ID himself?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Bullshit.
I'm paying attention
Nah,
to
dude, that's
Solomon.
bullshit.
I'm trying to get my ID.
Darren, you just told me you had your head on a swivel
I'm-
all the time.
Yes.
No,
I
you pay
have-
attention all the time. Come on, dude. Don't shovel that. Don't shovel that to me.
I'm paying attention to Solomon, right? I'm paying
Solomon
attention to
is his
Solomon. Solomon, however you want to say it.
Respectfully, we should get
I
the
look
names right, right?
to my left, and next thing I notice is, do you want to go in cuffs? All right, you're in cuffs. I maybe have my head on a swivel, but I'm only attentive to certain things.
What is it that you like to say? Your ADD is not my fault? Isn't that what you like to tell officers?
I haven't told them that.
I know Chris has.
That may be him, but I haven't. So I'm gonna actually start walking home since.
God bless you, man.
Yeah.
Get home safe.
Of course. I'm gonna look for more of your officers while I'm out here.
Okay. Have a good night, man.
Yep. All right, you guys. So this is Tempe Police Department. Lieutenant Giltonin says that this is completely lawful.
Yep. It sure does.
So yeah. Until next time, you guys, I'm gonna stay live with you, and hopefully I could find some more of his fine officers to flip off and get some retaliatory stops. Have a good one.
You too, Darren. Have a nice night.
Yeah, so it's some bullshit. Okay. Well, you guys, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I gotta walk home. So until next time, you guys, I will stay ready to be live if it comes down to needing to be live. I got about a 30-minute walk. No, they definitely solicited the trespass. I was watching the officers, right? Like I said, I had my head on a swivel, and out of nowhere, that unmarked unit comes in, and Giltonin is saying that the officer went inside to ask if they want us there. But it's going to be a fun one. I am actually about to try and find a ride. Yeah, I'm also about to call QT. So until next time, you guys, peace out. Stay up.